I just got some things I want to read. I don't know how protocol is around here, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Well, it doesn't start with that.
He never contacted me when I was in the house.
Sir, I'm going to stop you.
I know, I'm sorry. This is.
No, I'm going
I'm
to
just being.
stop you. That means stop talking.
Yes, Jim, sorry.
Defendant
Sir,
had,
you need to turn around and face the front and not wander. I don't know at what point I said I needed help with my sentence.
I know, I'm sorry.
Then you need to sit down and be quiet. Don't, hey, come here. Now you may leave and you will leave in an orderly fashion. Go. Go.
Today we're in Judge Simpson's courtroom and we've got an entitled tenant who walks in already doing every wrong move in the book. This guy isn't here to listen, he's here to perform, disrespecting the judge, interrupting the court, and acting like the entire room revolves around his personal documentary. He's so locked into my side of the story mode that he genuinely can't hear anything else, including the law he's supposedly arguing against. And the wildest part, he thinks that attitude is going to get him somewhere. The man genuinely believes that if he talks long enough, eventually someone will say, "You know what, sir, you're right, rent is optional." Judge Simpson is seconds away from shutting this whole circus down, and the tension's already building like a pressure cooker. So the real question is, how long can a tenant rant before the judge snaps? Let's go ahead and dive in.
Pleasant Lake Park versus Christopher Denoway.
Good afternoon, Judge David Morris on behalf of Plaintiff Pleasant Lake Park, LLC.
Your name, sir?
Christopher Genoviak.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm a little hurt today. I had to step out of the hall. I'm a recipient of SSDI at 100% since March of 2020. I just got some things I want to read. I don't know how protocol is around here, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Well, it doesn't start with that.
Just start with this. Right
No,
here.
it doesn't.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
It does not start that way.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks for your time.
Judge, this is our second hearing on a non-payment of rent matter. Current rent to retain possession is $495 with fees of $75, costs of $110 for a total amount of $680. We have had some discussions, but no payments have been made, and parties were unsuccessful in finding settlement. I should note, Your Honor, that it appears an answer was filed with the court, but I did not receive a copy.
We'll get your copy.
Thank you.
All right, sir, what did you want to tell me?
Okay. They're not doing maintenance to force the default. I've spoken with attorney, like one of those free attorneys that you call the number they give you on the form. I called one of them. They're like, yeah, you have like a brilliant retaliatory defense. I guess he's trying to do default and to quit. I guess I got the notice.
Do what?
I guess I'll just read what I have. I'll read what I have.
Well, let's not.
I don't want to jump the gun here, but I did. This kind of makes more sense. So they're not doing maintenance to force the default. They did not board up holes, but they set traps and they put poison outside the unit. Like when they should have just boarded up the holes. This creature, it's like a rodent. It's like nesting underneath my bedroom, like my bedroom floor. The skirting was never fully pulled back when he promised me that. We both saw this creature and he set traps that were too small. And then he put poison outside the unit. He never pulled the skirting back to put poison on its nest. There are multiple entries around this unit. Please, let me continue. I'm really sorry for wasting your time. We really shouldn't be here.
Ma'am,
So the skirting.
sir, you're not wasting my time. I'm getting paid.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm unemployed. I lost my job like a few weeks
Okay,
ago.
go ahead with your. Go ahead.
I know. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead with your reading, please.
So the traps are too small, and Mr. Weasel, that's the name. That's the person trying to evict me right now. Is Mr. Weasel. Mr. Weasel and I both saw this rodent or creature, not at the same time, but it entered out of the lake. My rental unit is up against a small wooded line about 15 to 20 yards, and then there's a massive lake. So we both seen this creature. It is fat. It is large. It's like a gopher. It's like a beaver rodent creature. So there's 10 points. There's 10 points. Almost done. So the traps were too small. He put, and we both saw it. We both know it's big. So I was trying to do walkarounds, and Mr. Weasel usually just sends his maintenance dude just to do the maintenance. And this maintenance gentleman is a kind man. He also lives in the park. And this gentleman also works for Mr. Weasel at the landscaping company. And let me point, for Mr. Weasel to send out this maintenance dude, he has to pay him double time. So he's a maintenance, maintenance man is an employee twice for Mr. Weasel. So we did schedule one walk around, but I was late returning from cleaning up a church festival. I spent 9 hours at a church festival on Monday morning. I was cleaning. We had,
So if they get rid of this
and I wanted
unknown
to,
animal, then
Yes, sir. Yes,
we're
Judge. Yes,
we're
sir.
all good.
we're all good. And let me just, I have a couple more points. I know this is really going into banana
Do you
town.
know anything about the animal?
I did set up a trail cam,
Okay,
okay?
sir.
But I don't want to use that. I just need to finish my points. So, he never contacted me. He was on the property twice doing maintenance that wasn't completed, and he never contacted me when I was in the house.
Sir, I'm gonna stop you.
I know, I'm sorry. this is.
No, I'm going
I'm
to
just being-
stop you. That means stop talking.
Yes, Judge, sorry.
This defendant comes in like a wind-up toy, set to maximum volume, yapping away the literal second he steps through the door. The judge tries to speak, but nope, this man is on a full-blown TED Talk tour about the maintenance guy, the landlord's side jobs, and who's getting paid what, none of which has a thing to do with the fact that he hasn't paid rent in months. It's like he thought court was his personal podcast studio where he can monologue about anything except the actual issue. And the best part is, he talks with the confidence of a man who genuinely believes that court is going to say, "Wow, sir, you didn't pay your rent. But since the maintenance guy annoyed you, we'll just let it slide." When he starts rambling about animals under his bedroom floor, it gets even stranger because he's not describing an issue, he's describing a National Geographic documentary filmed under his trailer. The pacing makes it even worse. He's walking back and forth so much you'd think there were hot coals under the carpet. And you can feel the tension stacking with every step because the judge is visibly losing patience, which is a dangerous place for any tenant to put themselves. Now, yes, if there was actually an animal living under your floor, you'd want it gone immediately, completely reasonable. But he's using that as a blanket excuse to dodge the fact that he hasn't paid rent, hasn't provided proof, and hasn't taken any normal steps like requesting an inspection or asking the court to release him from the lease. And let's be honest, when someone says they have trail cam footage but conveniently never brings it, that's when the courtroom collectively leans back and says, "Oh, here we go." The way he talks, it's almost like losing his job opened the floodgates for every excuse he could possibly assemble, whether they connect or not.
Counsel, do you know anything about this animal?
We've heard of the issue, but my client has not set eyes on any animal. The animal at one time maybe was a mouse, and then a rat, and a cat, and then a beaver and a badger. And so my client knows nothing about any real animal. Traps were set, the skirt was tightened on the manufactured home. He has been out, or his management has been out on multiple occasions and has responded to all legitimate requests. The defendant
Sir, you need to turn around and face the front and not wander.
I understand the defendant set up trail cams. We've received no footage. We've received no recording. We've received no audio file, no video. The defendant claimed over the phone that there's hours of critter noise every night. There are neighbors to the defendant.
Let me just stop you for a moment. Might it behoove your client to just
Board up the holes that are super obvious. I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know
just
at
read it out
what
once.
point I said I needed help with my sentence.
I know, I'm sorry.
Then you need to sit down and be quiet. Be quiet then if you can't sit.
We're cool. Yeah, stand still. I know. I just gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving sometimes. Sorry. I know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Might it behoove your client to just hire a company to come out and look and make a determination based upon evidence that they see as to whether or not this creature exists or not? Because quite frankly, if there's a company that goes out and they tell me, yes, there's an animal, then they can tell you how to eradicate it. If they say there's not an animal, we're going to be at a point that there's not an animal. And apparently not one that grows from a mouse to a beaver in no time at all. I've never heard of one in Michigan, but we'll see. All right. So how long, do you think your client would be interested in doing that, counsel?
Yes, Judge, I think my client would be happy to get an extermination company to come and write a report.
Yes. How long do you think it would take him to do that? Because I can put this over to the 7th and 14th, and I'm going to order escrow. So.
Thank you, Judge. I think the 14th would be
A better thing.
better.
What does that mean? What does order escrow?
So I'll explain that in a moment.
Sorry.
I'm going to adjourn this to November 14th, 2025 at 2 p.m. That will be an in-person hearing. How much is monthly rent?
Monthly rent is $12.50, Your Honor.
but portion of it is paid.
Correct. There was,
What's his portion? Do you have Section 8 or something like that, sir? So you pay your full rent?
Yeah, I got, I'm not employed now because of the noises underneath my bed. Every night for 3.5 months. Like I can't sleep. I can't sleep.
Okay, your monthly rent is how much?
$12.50, Judge.
$12.50. All right, I'm gonna order escrow in the amount of $1,250. That is to be paid within 7 days of the date that it's ordinarily due.
I have.
You have to, and what I mean by escrow, sir, is you need to bring escrow to the court as funds, pay them to the court until this is resolved. When you bring it to the court to pay, the $1,200 must be in cash. We do not take checks or other forms of money. Understood?
Not understood. I have additional comments that I'm not sure if he just wants to like evict me in future again. But the bathroom floor is sinking by like 1.5 inches. Like there's like a hole in the bathroom floor sinking. There's like a hole. And I've already made this maintenance request. And actually, so there's an animal. I found this out about 2 nights ago because I had missing food. There's an animal entering my living room through the vent. This is a trailer from the 80s. So like this past week, I've had like, and I know exactly which vent it is. I've complained about that. So like there's now an animal entering my vent that I found out 2 days ago, and it's been eating my leftover food. It's going into my living room. This is a super old trailer, like massive. There's holes all around. He's already boarded up 10 feet on the main stairs. He's boarded up 20 feet on the south side, and I'm asking for like 8 to more 10 feet.
What is your next point?
So my next point is this trailer. So here's my official request, Judge. I want a state inspector. I want something from the state.
Then if you want
because
a state inspector, you can call them and have it inspected.
Yeah, okay, so super. And then I'll find out about this private inspector in the future. Is that what I should be expecting? Because I want a state inspector.
I'm not gonna tell you to expect anything.
Okay,
Say
right.
you want it inspected,
I
you
want an
call
inspector.
and find
I want a
out
state
whether or
inspector.
not somebody's going to inspect it.
The
What's your
bath-
next point?
My next point is the bathroom floor sinking. I think this unit should be condemned. It
Okay.
should be pulled off the
We
property.
all have our thoughts and our process. I
Right.
don't know.
I'm going through that process right now. I'm just
Okay,
with green
wonderful.
thumb. So, but this unit needs.
Is there
it's
another,
barely-
is there another point?
That was Judge. I appreciate your
Is
time.
that it?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Check the bathroom floor, please, counsel.
yes, sir.
Check. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Thank you for your service.
Chris, we'll be in touch about, we'll give you some notice before we come.
Don't, hey, come here. You walk out of here with respect. Whether you like me or not, I don't care. You will not treat this courtroom that way. Am I understood?
Yes, Judge.
Now you may leave, and you will leave in an orderly fashion. Go. Go!
If the trailer was really so hazardous that he wanted it condemned, then why didn't he request an official state inspection or simply move out? It's wild how people convince themselves that refusing to pay rent is easier than filing the correct paperwork or just finding a new place to live. Instead, he drags the entire court into his mess, acting like he's the only person in the country who's ever dealt with a bad living situation. And the excuses multiplied by the minute: animals eating his food, floors sinking, mysterious underhouse creatures, but somehow not a single shred of evidence to back any of it up. The trail cam he kept bragging about just magically never made an appearance, which raises the question, was there ever an animal, or was the wildlife saga just a creative way to dodge financial responsibility? Add in the pacing, the interruptions, talking over the judge, talking for the judge, and finally storming out while the judge is still mid-sentence. And yeah, that's how you guarantee the court sees you as the problem, not the victim. Judges deal with tough cases every day, but disrespect mixed with nonsense, that pushes any judge right to the edge. So here's the question: do you think this guy was telling the truth, or was he trying to build the world's most chaotic excuse to avoid paying rent? Let me know down below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.